if it's like a uncle or aunt
If
or cousin.
if you are a child and your parent has bad energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10 it's going to get transferred to you, which is a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are mindful of the bad energy, you have to say to yourself, I don't want to be like that. So now it's two things. You rise above it and you like I said, ignore it, and then you move out when you get the time to move out, or you subscribe to it when it's apparent. See, like I said, it's different things. It's no two things are the same. So you can't ask a question and feel like it's the same as something else. Like saying you and your crew to ignore bad energy if a bad person comes around with bad energy. That's not the same question as saying if a parent has bad energy and a kid is around and how do they ignore it. Two totally different situations, and everything has to be handled accordingly.
Mm. See, I was more so when I was talking about the friend side of it, and you're having a good time, because what I see and what I've experienced in my lifetime is somebody will come in with bad energy, and we'll be like, "Yo, what's going on with this? Like, what's going on with this?" But some people will just, they think it's funny to make fun of it. But I'm thinking like what you just said, that's
okay.
Going to transfer to you.
Let me give you a prime example of what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the club with your boys, y'all having fun, y'all dancing, y'all drinking, y'all messing with the girls and all that, right? Mm-hmm. So now a negative energy person comes in y'all section, right?
Right.
Now, like how you say, y'all start making fun of him and y'all subscribing to it. What if he tries to swing on one of y'all? Now, y'all got to beat him up. And now y'all subscribe to the energy, and now y'all doing a negative thing. But if you would have just ignored him and either let him go or remove yourself from him, you see what I'm trying to say?
Of course, that's beautiful, man. Yeah.
And that's the whole thing of what I'm trying to say. Like, you have to remove yourself from negative energy if you're not giving off negative energy. If you want to live, that's just like saying, and I'm just using this as church terms, if you want to live off God's word, then you can't do the devil's work. That's why they say forgiveness is a big thing.
Wow. That's really good. That bad energy, man. That's really, really
Let me explain something to you about bad energy. Bad energy is everywhere.
Yeah.
Like how they say, remember when your mother used to say, trouble is so easy to get in and so hard to get out? That's that bad energy around you, because you have to understand something. People's energy is around you, and you can subscribe to it easy. Just like I said, you could be with somebody that's on some negative shit and you on some positive shit, but since you're around them and he brings it into your circumference, it's all on how you choose to subscribe to it. If you're going to walk away from it or you're going to endure it, and then now you might be in some bullshit because you decided not to walk away from it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's actually really big.
And that's the thing. Like, I'm real big on energy. Like, I don't want to be around people I'm not feeling. I don't like to be phony. I don't like to do things I don't want to do. I don't like people in my house that I feel like their energy is off. I don't want that energy around me.
Were you always that way, or was this learned behavior?
It's learned behavior. Learned behavior. Because like I told you, I used to have bad energy. I used to subscribe to devil's work. So it's definitely learned behavior. But at the same token, life is about, like I said, the choices you make, and then, the consequences that comes with that. Now, it's either you're going to learn from your consequences or you're going to keep doing it. You know what's the definition of insanity, right?
Yeah.
So
doing the same thing.
doing the same thing. So if you make a choice and the consequences is not what you expected or wanted, now is either you're going to learn from that. So now you just do something different. So my whole thing is like the energy that I'm trying to give out into the universe and then absorb. I just want it to be all positive and good.
So what do you think about, I wanted to go back to this. You have me thinking about this black dollar a little bit, the power of the black dollar a little bit more than I normally do. And did you hear about this Black Panther whole ordeal, right?
What, the movie?
Yeah.
Tell me what you're talking about.
Okay, there's a huge population of people that are equating the movie Black Panther to black power, black excellence. Let's support this black thing.
Okay.
Have you heard about it?
I heard a little bit of it, but I didn't really like look into it and all that. Because to me, it's just a movie.
Right. Yeah. And for me,
I mean, you can take things from movies and all that, but you always got to understand at the end of the day what I told you last week. Behind everything good from black people is a fucking rich Jew right behind it. So all that good shit about Black Power and Black Panther and this, that, and the third, who you think making the most money off this movie?
Oh, Marvel and Walt Disney.
But are they black?
No, hell no.
So at
just
the end of the day,
the writers.
Yes, but what does it mean at the end of the day?
That's
like,
yeah.
So the point I'm trying to explain to you is, like the first Marvel movie to actually do big was Blade from Wesley Snipes.
Okay.
So a black man started this whole Marvel Universe movie run that they on. Yes, Iron Man is big. Yes, the Avengers is big and all that. But Blade kicked in the door.
You know how much money Black Panther made? It didn't even come out yet. They did $160 million already.
This is my point.
They led us stray, man.
Listen to what I just told you. Blade was the first Marvel comic movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they made the money. They stopped making black comics the number one thing in Marvel. They went all white, and now they bring out another black superhero, and it's beating all the numbers before it even hits the damn screen.
So my question would be, why won't the black writers, why didn't they go to someone like Tyler Perry in his studio to create the movie?
I can't answer that question. I don't know. Black people, you got to understand something. For a budget as big as probably that movie, ain't no black people got money to give them that. So at the end of the day, it's all about Tyler Perry has a studio, but can he do CGI like that?
Yeah.
Can he do those graphics? Can he? I don't know. I'm saying I would assume that he can't give if they made 160 million, with the budget probably was 200 million.
You're right. It is. Yep.
You see that? And I didn't even know. So now Tyler Perry, I don't believe he has 200 million just to put into a project, because what if it fails?
But you think it's impossible? They gonna make.
It's not about impossible. It's about investors putting up their money with an unknown. If you don't have that type of capital, so.
And it's like his first one.
Well, no,
I'm
saying, have you seen Tyler Perry produce a $200 million movie yet?
No.
Exactly. So when you're dealing with the black writers, whatever, they have to go to the big corporations to get the budget to make the movie the way they created it in their mind.
And they'll give these black writers another opportunity to write another black movie somewhere down the line, but they won't give these black writers an opportunity to write one of their white movies.
See, that's the thing. At the end of the day, Hollywood is still segregated. That's what a lot of people just don't understand. Now, and this is the funny thing about it, right? I guarantee you, Jumanji will be the highest grossing Kevin Hart movie. You want to know why?
Why?
Because it's a white movie. If it ain't the one with the other white guy, it'll be Jumanji. But the ones with Ice Cube and the ones where he did with all black people and all that, that's considered a black movie. So that's just like with Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy made it big because he started doing like Beverly Hills Cop and all that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, black actors do black movies. White actors do white movies. They get the awards. They get the big budgets. Everything. So at the end of the day, now they're pick and choose the crossover appeal. Like, okay, he can do some white movies and he's funny and all that. But most of the time, it's comedians.
Is Kevin Hart funny to you?
Yeah, I think Kevin Hart is funny.
Who's your favorite comedian?
My favorite comedian is Dave Chappelle. I liked Martin Lawrence too.
Okay. Were you big on like Different Strokes, Good Times?
Hell yeah. I watch all of those shows. I'm a TV head still, but
what was it out of those type, that flavor? What was your favorite show?
What's Happening?
Ooh.
that was my favorite. What's Happening?
Okay.
Yeah. They just had that thing about them. They was like a crew, you know?
Uh-huh. Rerun.
Yeah, it was believable. The mother was single. The father was absentee, came around sometimes. You know, the mother worked. The Roger had to take care of his sister. They was always running around like in the restaurant, and they had real like teenager issues and stuff. So it was believable. Like it was really like parallel to the black experience.
Okay. Would you rather give bad advice or get bad advice?
Oh, wow. That's an excellent question. To be honest with you, I would rather get excellent. I mean, I would rather get bad advice than give bad advice because I could take bad advice and then decipher it for myself and process it. But me giving advice, that's my name on it. And I would want somebody to understand that he gave me good advice and hopefully come back to me if they need more advice. So for me, I would want my name to have that weight on it, like he gave me good advice. And I would rather get bad advice because I will, process it and take what I need. Filter it out anyway.
Okay. What is do you have your greatest moment that happened in Harlem?
My greatest moment that happened in Harlem. Oh man, that's a good one. I would say I got a lot of moments. Like I got a lot of moments, but I would say like I bust out with like the Dodge Magnums had just came out and stuff, and like I purchased a car on a Tuesday, and on Wednesday the car had 22-inch rims, a sound system, a DVD player, the tints on it, and I had like the diamond tennis necklace on. And I went and got like real fly, and I drove up 8th Avenue. But I was bumping the Jeezy album, his first album. It just came out, and nobody in Harlem knew about like Jeezy like that. So like I was coming through the avenues bumping that Jeezy, and I had like a Nakamichi system. It was mean. So like people was just looking at my car like, What the fuck is that? And then when I roll the window down, you seen that chain and that Rolex on and all that, and people just was like, ooh.